Brandon, our January question from Mom was a two-parter, all having to do with our family reunion. First question, what's your most memorable experience of the Matsubu reunion? That was an easy one for me, so I'm not going to go into the obvious. I'm going to hit a couple other points here that maybe weren't so obvious. The obvious answer for me was getting engaged in Lake Tahoe. Obviously a life-changing moment for me. My wife was able to really upgrade when she was officially became engaged, so a really good thing for her, an even better thing for me. But when looking back at our family reunions, Lake Tahoe, just a really special place. Been going there for as long as I can remember, and just doing this exercise reminds me that I hope something we can continue to do. I'm going to put that on you to make sure that that's something we do, because I want my kids and our family to continue to make it those memories. So for me, just running down a quick list, celebrating our engagement with cousins. After we were engaged, Lucas and Katie took us out on a night out in the town. That was a lot of fun. I remember the first time went out with the older cousins. That was a big deal for me, hanging out with the adults, so to speak, and going out and hanging out. Seeing Ken Kitagawa and Uncle Jack at the blackjack tables at 2 a.m. It was fun, and it made me realize why they took so many naps during the day. I always thought it was just because they were old. It was because they were staying out till 3 a.m. at the blackjack tables. It was very fun to find that out. I remember being 10, 12 years old, playing golf, hole number 2, 150 out. Maybe it was 225 out, I can't remember. But took a 5-iron and hit it within 5 feet of the pin. Probably missed the putt, but who cares? The shot is something I will always remember, and I think one of the reasons I really started to play golf and enjoy golf. So the golf is always a fun activity to do, even when I don't play well. Playing softball, the softball games, and the one particular memory for me is made a lot of routine plays, nothing too fancy. But Uncle Hank approached me after the game and let me know that if I was playing in his era, I would have been a professional. That made me feel good, made me feel like he appreciated my skills in slow pitch softball. So that was something I'll take away. Balloon toss, always a family favorite. Grandma handing me rolls and rolls of quarters to play in the arcade. The epic volleyball match, guys versus girls maybe won, but there was just a bunch of athletes out there, and I remember Allie being so impressed with our family because we just had so many athletes everywhere. I was probably the best player on the court, but there were other players that were making it competitive, so it was fun. Watching the celebrity golf tournament with Dad and I, it's always around the time we're in Tahoe, but I think this just happened to be a time we were there, and got to see some old quarterbacks and famous folks and watch some golf. That was fun. Catching crawdads, or for me, not catching crawdads. I never have caught a crawdad, and I don't want to touch them, but I like the idea. That's something we always do. Fire and Ice, the restaurant, always look forward to eating as much food as I possibly can at Fire and Ice. Family beer tasting events, that's become a new thing that I really enjoy. Paul, Burke, they all bring beers from all across the country, and we have a beer tasting event. That's fun. Poker, I've never won, but I always enjoy playing. The gondola ride, I think the last time we were there, we took the gondola all the way to the top. Uncle Brandon, the kids, just seeing the views from up there. So that's the list that I kind of came up with off the top of my head. It just goes on and on, which is pretty incredible, which again reminds me of why we need to continue to do it. Second question in this two-parter is, and who did you look forward to seeing the most outside of the Mary Hamada family? That was a hard one for me too, because it was just, there's a lot of people that you just routinely are asking, hey, are they going to be there? I remember particularly when I was younger asking if our older cousins were going to be there. I'm thinking of like Karen and the Kitagawas. They were just cool. I think they worked at Disneyland, and I admired that. So I always looked forward to seeing them. Jenny and Burke, as a kid, I always looked forward to seeing them because they would always run all the kid games. So we would have all the activities, and Jenny and Burke were so energetic and made it all so much fun. And now as an adult, I really enjoy seeing Jenny and Burke because Burke brings a lot of good beer and he shares his Fireball whiskey while we play poker. So it's just fun to see that transition from being a child to kind of being in adulthood. The older uncles I already mentioned, that's always fun to see them. I mean, there's nobody who I don't like to see, but looking forward was always kind of Karen and that crew. So a lot of good memories of Lake Tahoe, a lot of good memories of our family reunion, and I really hope we keep them going. I'll be interested to hear what your memories are and what I missed. Okay, that's it for January. Let's look forward to February. Talk to you later.